So, first thing, when you're messing with guns, safety is the biggest thing. You cannot be messing around with guns. I make sure I am always safe when I'm cleaning my gun. I'm going to show you how to clean an A5. So, next thing you want to always do, make sure your barrel is nice and clean. Alright, looks like we're all set. So, first thing you got to do, make sure you have your table set, preferably 2 cloths, and then you need a choke tube remover, and preferably a ramrod, your outside cleaning oil, and the oil for inside the barrel along with patches. So what you're going to want to do, first start, you got to take this thing off. Should come right off with no hassle. Then you pull the forearm and the barrel straight off. Those are 2 different pieces. And the next thing you want to do, close the action. This little piece right here should be able to wiggle right out, and the whole action comes falling right out. And that right there is how you take it apart. Now we'll get into the cleaning process. So what you're going to want to do is pick a tip for your ramrod that is appropriate for the size of your barrel. This is a 12 gauge. So you're going to put that on. Make sure it gets on nice and tight. And you're going to take your barrel, give her a nice old-fashioned scrub down, cleaning out the insides. You know, everyone could use a good old inside cleaner. So you're going to want to do that a couple times. Tap it off, get all the debris off. A couple more times. Then you're going to want to check again and make sure it is mostly clear of all large gunpowder and debris. Next, what you're going to do is take one of these patches, or multiple, and what I always do is stack like 2 of them on top of each other, put them on the end of this boy, and you hit them with some oil, and then repeat the same process with the barrel. And this you can only do it once, because everything should just about come out dirty like that. So next, take these off. You don't want to pull these back through, because then you'll get the debris that's on there back into the barrel. And another tip is you never want to run a ramrod through your gun with the choke out, because you will strip the threads in the choke. So next thing you're going to do is you're going to take the choke out once you're done cleaning the barrel. This is quite tedious. Takes a little while. Normally you only need the tool for the first couple spins, then you can just use your hands. And it should just about come right out. Look like that. You could tell it's pretty dirty. This is after 2 or 3 different hunts with the gun. So you're going to want to take a towel and just wipe it off, make sure it's nice and clean. Then you're going to want to take your finger. A lot of people use rags. I just use my finger and clean the threads inside the barrel and try and get most of that stuff out. There wasn't too much in this because I cleaned it prior. And then hit it with a little oil and go ahead and put it right back in. The key to cleaning guns is it doesn't matter if you get oil on everything, because the more oil the better, the more lubed up the better, you know, everyone does. So you're going to want to get it cranked down as far as you can with your hands, and then use the tool and finish the job. You want it to be about hand tight. You don't want it to be stupid tight, because then it has the chance of cracking, breaking, expanding with all the steel going through it, and then it could get stuck, and that is a pain in the ass. So next step is you're going to take some other oil, doesn't really matter which one, and get some on a towel, and then just rub down the outside of the barrel. Make sure there's no fingerprints, dog hair, anything, you know, scratches. Most of this oil will fill in scratches and kind of take them away. And you're going to do that with almost every metal part of your gun. So that was the barrel. I'm moving on to the action now. I want to make sure it looks, I mean, it doesn't have to be super clean, but it should look pretty clean to the eye. So then on to the stock and the exterior action. Basically just give everything a good old New York rub down. Forgot one piece. Can't forget the thumb piece. So now you can use some of this oil and rub down some of the synthetic and or wood. This, I believe, is a real wood. My other 870 is synthetic, and it just keeps it clean, keeps it shiny. That's basically all we're aiming for, especially with this is a newer gun, so you want to keep it looking nice. So back to, we had some technical difficulties. Back to putting forearm and the barrel back on. The slide must be back, and then this should